Hello, I'm Kimberly, and welcome to the weekend edition of the Native News Update. It's Friday, April 11th. Many of the stories you hear here can be found at IndianCountryTV.com. And here's the news for the day from the Associated Press and other Native news sources. Edmond Harjo, one of the last remaining Native American code talkers, passed away on March 31st at the age of 96. Harjo was a member of the Seminole Nation of Oklahoma. He was also one of the last surviving members of a group of American Indians who used their native languages to outwit the enemy and protect U.S. battlefield communications during World War I and II. Harjo traveled to Washington, D.C. last November to take part in a ceremony where congressional leaders bestowed the Congressional Gold Medal, its highest civilian honor, on American Indian code talkers. La Plata County commissioners in Colorado and leaders of the Southern Ute Tribe have signed a road agreement ending a dispute that has lasted for decades. The county will have the power to regulate traffic, overweight vehicles, and speed limits. The tribe still has control of the affected tribal land and will receive payment from the county for past land use, offset by taxes the tribe owes to the county. The agreement gives the county and drivers the right to pass through sovereign tribal land on roads maintained and identified as county roads. This covers 75 miles of a right-of-way on tribal land. Colorado State Museum in Denver has agreed to consult with Native American tribes after the museum closed an exhibit on the Sand Creek massacre over complaints from descendants of the slaughtered survivors that they weren't consulted about the display. The consultations began in March and included Colorado officials, History Colorado Museum officials, the Northern Cheyenne Tribe of Montana, the Northern Arapaho Tribe of Wyoming, and the Cheyenne and Arapaho Tribes of Oklahoma. The Sand Creek Massacre occurred November 29, 1864, when a U.S. Army force led by Colonel John M. Shivington swept into a sleeping Indian village in southeastern Colorado and killed more than 160 Cheyenne and Arapaho, most of them women, children, and the elderly. The Seminole Tribe of Florida has expanded its reach into the citrus industry by acquiring a 60% stake of Blue Lake Citrus Products. The deal, announced April 10th, positions Blue Lake for significant growth of its Noble brand of fruit juices, snacks, and other citrus products. The Seminole Tribe previously acquired Blue Lake's sales and marketing arm, Noble Food Service, in April of 2013. Through that partnership, Noble's products and the Seminole Pride brand of beef, bottled water, and juices have added distribution to grocery stores, restaurants, schools, hotels, and hospitals in the United States and Canada. New testing revealed that a dugout canoe displayed at the Small Pioneer Museum in Long Lake, Minnesota is 1,000 years old. It was originally dated to the mid-1700s, but radiocarbon testing now dates it to be between 1025 and 1165 AD, making it the oldest dugout canoe found in Minnesota. The canoe was discovered by two brothers, G.A. and Helmer Gunnarsson, in 1934. And that's another roundup of news from Indian Country on this edition of the Native News Update. I'd like to thank you for joining me, and have a grand day.